What is up, everyone? Welcome to the train wreck that is me. You know, hold on one second there. What's up there, Zaphael? How's it going? Let's get into some monster truck talk here. That's what I want to get into. Monster trucks. Scooch that up there. We got one person in the chat. Thank you. Let's give it a thumbs up if we could. That'd be awesome. Long time no see. We'll see if we get anyone up in this chat, and hopefully we can. Get some peeps up in here, you know what I mean? Got a nice ambiance, a candle flicker back there. Just saying. This is all. It's what happens when you have kids, you know? They just. Most of mine are just gone. Gone. There we go. Oh, see? There we go. Got no one in here. There we go. I'm going to smash that like button if I can. Let me see here. YouTube. It's been a while. You know, it's been a long time since I've been on here. So I don't really know what to expect. But we got a thumbs up from myself. So anyways, talking monster trucks. I'll be honest with you. When I was a young lad, I liked before it, I mean, it's just when it kind of came to fruition was Gravedigger. I hated Bigfoot, but respect the heck out of Bigfoot nowadays. But Gravedigger was just new and awesome and cool, and really enjoyed watching that one when I was younger. Dennis Anderson just balls out every single night. See if we get anyone in here. I'll give it a few minutes. And if not, then gotta go. Other monster trucks, though. What was it? USA 1? There's one recently I saw making a comeback. I forget the name of it, though. Outlaw? Something. I don't know. There's been so many. It's let's see here. Monster Jam. Monster Jam trucks today. We'll check it out. We'll see. I will say this, compared to when I was younger to what they do now, but I do watch some of those older video clips and stuff. I watch monster trucks like every night with my kids. And I do like the old like track runs and the mud bogs in between and just crushing cars and stuff, but the abilities today are just unbelievable on these monster trucks and what they can do. Gravedigger, Monster Mutt, Dragon, Blue Thunder, original, El Toro Loco is a decent one. I think El Toro Loco was actually Bulldozer when I was younger. Let's see, Avengers pretty cool. Brutus. Brutus is the rat, I believe. Gosh, what was the one that I've been watching so much lately and really taking me back, you know. They got some here we go. Try me again, Dave. What's up, brother? How are you doing? The heck is that? Vendetta. Megalodon's pretty cool. Good driver. Tom Mentz, Max D, Maximum Destruction. That's a great truck. I mean, that dude just retired, but he was balls to the wall all the time. Um, a commercial came up. I apologize. I put it on. I thought I put. Gosh darn it, that stinks. I put like you can put how much commercials they put in. I went conservative. No, that's that antique clock I fixed. Although now the it works, keeps time great, but the chime is not in tune. It is a clock. Yeah, I they give you options. You can do conservative, you can do like aggressive. I did conservative, and you could also do your own, but usually when you do conservative, it shows you when ads are coming up, and I can on my side hit like cancel if I want to. So I do apologize. I guess they took that feature away. So who here likes monster trucks? You know, I thought you did extreme liberal. No. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just no. I haven't done this in forever. I don't even know the last time I did a live stream. So it's been a while. It's been a while since I've gone and things up just like I always done. So do you guys remember like monster trucks like King Crunch and is it not it wasn't like Littlefoot, is like Barefoot. Barefoot. So our 4-year-old grandson loves monster trucks. Yes, yes. That's why I watch it every night. I got a 4-year-old and 8-year-old that just absolutely loves it. And I enjoy it too. Like Barefoot, yes, there you go. Carolina Crusher. That was another one from my younger years. So when I was younger, Dennis Anderson was just coming up. Now all of his kids are like driving and stuff. Son of a Digger, which I forget. I think that's Ryan Anderson, or Ryan Anderson drives Gravedigger now. I forget, but Son of a Digger is a heck of a truck, also. But Gravedigger, his whole thing was like, so Bigfoot was 100%. I mean, he just crushed competition. He just outbuilt everyone, and for the most part, until Gravedigger, where this guy just threw a huge engine in a panel truck and ran it hard. And that's how he gained his followers, was just destruction. He said it, and I think especially like he started in 82, and then I was watching him like late 80s, early 90s. Justin's Garage, what's up, man? Good to see you. If you guys could give me a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. Old school monster trucks and man, yes, exactly. It's amazing how far they've come. But like I enjoyed the old style where like Bigfoot just dominated, where like they actually crushed cars and stuff. James Mall, what's going on, brother? Um, like you know what I mean, like actually crushing the cars. But now, like the way they can go over jumps, land it like this, drive back and forth. But Dennis Anderson said he always wrecked Gravedigger for the fans, because he's going to go all out every night for the fans, because that's what puts. I mean, that's kind of why when I started watching him, he was not how he is today. And like Gravedigger is the most popular monster truck ever, probably even more so than Bigfoot at this point. But I think he kind of moved the sport to where it is today. But man, it's amazing what the trucks can do now, and like how high they can jump. I honestly, I have a crappy arena for going to see them. All it is a mound of dirt in the center of a hockey arena. But when I was younger, 1 or 2 years, they did it at Three River Stadium. So open stadium, big space. And like and they had all the trucks lined up around the stadium outside with the small little wheels on it before they put the monster wheels on. And you got to walk around, meet the drivers, and it was awesome. Something I remember my whole life, apparently. But Yeah, because of watching this stuff though, I've just gotten so into it. Mounting the motor in the rear, 100% with forgiving. Yes, exactly, exactly. Well, yeah, I mean, actually, I'd beg to differ. I think back then they're more afraid to total them because that's a lot of money to replace those bodies. But nowadays, they could get it all, like how many bodies they have to replace. That's why they go out all out. Max D was Maximum Destruction. Before that, it was just, I think the car was just Tom Mentz, the driver. And that dude could drive. I mean, my son's obsessed with Max D. He's got a Max D. Yes, they'd have issues with Rex, but they weren't doing the stuff they were doing nowadays, like landing it on its ass and just driving. Um, so back then, I think I don't know because now like the engines are just so beefy that even the racing today is just, I mean, whoosh, but there's also a lot of safety precautions nowadays. So but it's just fantastic though. I mean, I'm trying to think of this. The truck I'm thinking of has a hologram, something outlaw, maybe. I don't know, but much more money to spare back. Yeah, everyone, yeah, penny, yeah, exactly, 100%. I mean, nowadays they'll blow the tranny out. They'll, go full bore on everything. And I mean, I I took my son a few years ago to one, and about 2014, 15, I took my nephew. And I mean, when I went, I never had ear protection when I was younger, but now I do get it. But when I took my nephew and my son, I'm like, for one round, you got to take it off because you have to just hear I mean, it's just such a great sound, right? Like, I mean, you get the feeling of the monster truck when they come out revving their engines, but like the whole sound of it and everything is like a whole different experience. Sorry, I got my oboe camera. Nowadays there's much more yeah, absolutely there's much more money. Could raise on its own was a showstopper. Absolutely, yeah. Um King Crunch. Did I mention King Crunch? Carolina Crusher, Equalizer. I remember I think it was Equalizer that had the police lights on the front that went back and forth, or was it something Patrol? Um, that was another cool one though. Uh, it was a Chevy, and it had like a light bar behind the grill where it would go back and forth. I forget. I do think nowadays, the Makita hacksaw, hacksaw and a welder, right? Um, Nowadays, I think it's some of the trucks are like extremely gimmicky, right? Um, Like, I don't know, they had Iron Man, and I do like Zombies. Zombies cool. Just with the arms flailing. Megalodon goes hard. And there's a few others, but I liked when it was just one thing. I give credit to the I forget the guy who made Bigfoot. Kind of started this whole thing because he ran over some cars with his truck, but he just wanted a big truck and lots of power. And I've realized that there's someone on the circuit now in the lower arena, but he has an old Ford pickup, like late 70s, early 80s. Name's Bigfoot. I don't know if they're trying to bring it back or what, but to the basic question, what's your favorite monster truck? I have to say Zombie. Only because he has arms raised off the front fenders and my grandson sees the truck. Yeah, that's a good answer. Mine would be Gravedigger just because I grew up with Gravedigger before it got, uber popular. Like, it's but like just I and Zaphael's right. Like every time I saw him in Pittsburgh, um, I think only one time I saw him complete every freestyle he did here would flip over in like a few seconds, which stunk. Um, but you know, I believe I feeling this last year was an excuse to Neil to get into monster truck racing, and he bought some. He's not done. I wish I actually I do I that would be a dream come true. I'd love to race monster trucks, but unfortunately, I just don't have $100,000 to build one. So that doesn't mean though I can't make something work, out of what I have. Something like that, We're just I'll be right back. I will say this twice. I will say the amount of airtime. I mean, the jumps they do, 30 feet, just boom, boom, absolutely amazing. Who wouldn't want to do that? You know what I mean? Like, but anyways, how are you guys doing? Zaphael, how is the farm life treating you? Me again, Dave. How is the blue collar jobs treating you? It's good to see you too, James Mall. Hope you're doing well also. What are you up to these days? I want to know what you guys are up to. Let's hear those answers. Terry Bradshaw wouldn't. He tried and got freaked out. Fact. I didn't know that, but yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh, so he's kind of a little bitch, Mechanics a Squarespace warranty on shocks. The nagging feeling is correct. I'd love to. I actually thought I have so many concepts of monster trucks that, like, you know, where do I go? How do I get signed up to apply to drive a monster truck? I know I could drive the shit out of one. I do know that. The shite. So I'll tell you this. I don't know if you guys know in here, but started my own business, quit my last job, started my own business, working out fairly well for me so far. And the heck was I gonna say? I forget. I'll remember in a second though. I will. Nothing wrong with working, man. Nothing wrong with working. I'll say, oh, that's what I was gonna say. So you guys don't know this, but I worked that commercial maintenance for 5 years, and then I hooked on with that general contractor who's been in business for 35 years, right? So I do remember the Bradshaws. That's right. He freaked out. Things go 30, 40 feet in the air. I don't blame him, but I'd love that, you know. So anyways, the commercial maintenance job I had wasn't a lot of I wasn't when I was doing apartment maintenance, I was like the man, you know, like I rip shit up, fix shit, you know, all the way in on everything. Got a better paying job, but was not required to be as involved in doing stuff. And then got a better paying job with a general contractor, but he was lazy. You know, his name's on the business, so it was like, how do you want us to do stuff? But he never had answers for that. He was handy and stuff, but he also, like, you know, 4 hours of his day was running to Lowe's because he forgot stuff, you know, to buy for jobs. And then his son-in-law, who was 24, was also like the team leader below him, and he was just as forgetful. Like, they both just forgot shit. Like, one day we were installing a skylight at some person's house, and uh I threw a ladder in my truck that would get us up onto the roof because I knew neither of them would fucking actually, like, figure out to put one in their vehicle. So we got to the house and his work leader showed up, and I'm like, "So you got a ladder?" And he's like, "No." It's like, I thought the homeowner would have one. I'm like, why would you expect a home, like, is it's your job, you need to have a ladder. Luckily I brought one, you know. So got out of there. It was a very bad situation. Um lost a lot of confidence in that job too, because, like, he shat on me for a lot of work, and yeah, that's fine, but he's just one of those people like blamed everyone else for his shortcomings, which was like laziness. And so I walked out on him, started my own handyman business, and right now, everything's going pretty well with the help of friends, family, and especially in the last 3 weeks, I've gotten a lot of, calls, repeat business. It's been wonderful. Um, and I hope to just keep building on that. So, and every time I go do a job or bid on a job or all this, I'm nervous as hell, but it's it's going well. I mean, I'm being honest with my bids because it's like I'm gonna charge what I'm gonna charge, and if you don't like it, yeah, you can use someone else. That's fine. I have to be competitive. So, but it's working out well, and I'm gaining my confidence back slowly for sure. Every time I do a job, and everything's guaranteed. They have problems with anything, I'll take care of it. It's nice working. Like it's tough. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm scraping right now because I just up and quit a very fruitful job, but um I'm proud of where I'm at right now. Does you got cluster all gear strap involved? Yep. Bald in case of HVAC. I'm a disaster. I have too much junk, but I'm trying to organize and make do. It's all right. Junk, bolts. I replaced two attic pull down stairs recently, wooden ones, and as I tore them apart, I kept the little carriage bolts and nuts and stuff and washers because might need them, down the line. They're probably $1 piece on a cart saying they are for free. I do have an LLC, yes, and a business set up. Change is stupid scary. Good for you. Yes, exactly. That's kind of where I'm at. It's like so much crap comes with running your own business, and I'm fine with it. See, here's the thing: working for that general contractor, I would rather be so his name's on the side of the business, right? So he wants stuff done how he wants stuff done, but it's lackadaisical bullshit. Like he couldn't even get his shit together. Um, Metal recycling, that's the world we live in. No, I do need the carriage bolts because I will use them for something. Trust me. I have a whole thing full of them, and it's dwindling. So yes, I do need them. But anyways, um, as for me, as a person, as a human being, if I fudge up, I'd rather just like admit I fudged up instead of tiptoeing around it like the other guys. So I enjoy having the responsibility of my own business because if I do screw up, that's my screw up. But also, if I do good, that's my doing good. And there'll be mistakes for sure along the way, and that's just the way things go. But I mean, it's how you learn, right? So, well, yeah, this guy, so I researched him, and he was high in reviews and stuff. And honestly, the first 3 months were like perfect, you know. But then things were like getting weird. He wasn't paying us. He did catch up on the pay and stuff, but then I like heavily researched and realized um he really screwed up a bathroom remodel. Uh Someone left a review on that, and I get it. I mean, Yelp, all of that. Like Yelp is designed not to help businesses, it's designed to hurt businesses. Um but that being said, he's in business 35 years, but he's a complete piece of shit. Not to be rude either, but they were him and his son-in-law were Jehovah's Witnesses, and I will tell you they're the least accepting people and probably the most racist people I've ever met in my life. So, how is the weather where you guys are at tonight? We have a low of like 20 something, and with the wind chill, it's about negative 1 or 2 degrees. Auctions $20 can get you more carriage bolts than your truck can handle if you're lucky. Yeah, I've used Nextdoor. It's a little too fast. I'll be honest, word of mouth has worked great for me so far. That's what I'm relying on. That's why, like, I have amazing neighbors and friends and stuff that have just helped spread the word, and then um, friends and family pushing it. Uh, and then, you know, these people don't have to call me, but they call me. I give them my price, and then if they accept it, they accept it. If they don't, they don't. That's all there is to it. My price is my price. I'm a handyman, so I know I'm when I do something, I'm like priced below a plumber, an electrician, all that stuff. Uh, I got a granite table for $6. Wow, which took 3 guys to load. They had 2 carts of machine bolts for free. Insane what you can get stuff for. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Bigfoot. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Bigfoot went away because of contract disputes, and I mean the guy kind of like, yeah, he started it all, but I forget his name. Schaefer, is it Paul? Not Paul Schaefer, but something like that. But he was, I mean, he just wanted to run his truck, and Gravedigger did come out though with a big engine, and Bigfoot outran it plenty of times, but you know, uh Gravediggers sort of took over after that. It was, yeah, it wasn't because I mean, I watched some early '90s, late '80s stuff. Bigfoot was crushing Gravedigger still. Even like Gravedigger just need to learn how to drive. It is. It's like yeah, it's like WWF with trucks. I mean, you got the announcers, you got everything. I never was a fan of WWF, but I mean, I'm a fan of big freaking engines doing freaking cool stuff. I always love the not so much like the drat like the where they had the trucks and stuff with the weight on the back, in between the matches. I you know, Ford baby. I actually, so I'll admit, I watched those bounty hole, mud hole, mud trucks and stuff, and oh yeah, I've never gone to one, but I've seen plenty of like huge hit and miss engines. There's one guy I follow on TikTok. Actually, a few people. There's one like it's down Texas, runs an oil thing. Um, and then lots of hit and miss. But anyways, that's just me. Ford and I just don't get along. Why? I have no idea. Yeah, but on the bounty holes, mud bogging stuff, um, I don't like diesels. They take so long to wind up and then send it, and then they're like, I mean, who wants a diesel monster truck? No one. I would hope not. But I do agree. I love diesel, but not modern ones. Yeah, exactly. I don't like the turbos, the spool up, all that in terms of monster trucks, mud bogging, all that. Torque 100%. Yeah. Me again, Dave. You sound like chemical spore. Just you know. So one thing I haven't noticed at all in monster truck racing is there is no foreign vehicle car designs. I mean, there's no like Toyota Tundra, like how you have in NASCAR. You got Toyota Camrys running around the track. Mercedes Benz, fuck Mercedes. Mercedes is shit. Shite. Oh, this is what I was gonna say a long time ago. So I've been watching Gordon Ramsay, Confidence Building, Kitchen Nightmares, right? And the guy's so freaking passionate about stuff. It's like it rains down on you, right? So the way he helps people and like just puts them in their place, and then that kind of kicked my ass in gear. And I'll admit, like, just I worked in a pizza shop for a long time, and I know the grind, and it's kind of like being like a blue collar job for sure. 100% chef, head chef for a restaurant. Fuck yeah. if you want to put in the time, hours, and all that, that's a blue collar job right there. And I get it. Like I love it. I love how he just he works at it and he works these guys and uh you know what I mean? Like I just that's got me fired up watching that. Yep. Yep. Problem solved. Oil changes and tire rotation is done. That's it. Is it a CVT transmission now on those Hondas? Nissan's like gave up the ghost on car sales. Said we're going in the shitter for like next 10 years. I will be right back, folks. All right. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, we're back live. All right, what we got here? Not CVT is a Nissan. Yep, it is a Nissan. Nissans. I don't like CVT. I like this. Where we? All right, here we go. Servicing oil, transmission, everything will help it keep running. Gosh darn right I did, brother. There you go. I just want to let you know. It's a little ASMR. My popcorn. Here we go, the bite. How we do? Microphone that good? Pick up on it, you know? With your sawzall. That's an OG comment though, because he cut that birthday cake with the sawzall. I mean, unbelievably awesome, you know. I think Dave, me again, Dave, for your 50th birthday, I did a three and a half or four or like 5 hour live stream. I forget nowadays. Might have been 5 hour live stream. Or like Justin Dow was on there. Maybe Den of Tools and CP, the Tool Addict. I mean, I remember when I had Den of Tools on and CP came in and was like, yeah, there's stuff going on. But, anyways, I'm gonna finish this off real quick. I apologize. Oh my God. Red Sonja, that's it right there. Milwaukee. So, I was trying to explain Zaphael to someone today. Excuse me. You're good. Skinny pop. Good popcorn. I like my homemade stuff better, but you know. Wait, not only that, but you shotgunned a beer with you cut open a beer, chugged it. Yeah, exactly. Freaking awesome. So I was trying to explain Zaphael today to one of my friends that like watched my channel. And Zaphael and I get along, or I think we do, you know. But he likes to point out things, so one back in the day was, what was it? Well, so the hot water heater thing that I recently posted, but actually I eliminated the hot water pump about no, you're not in hot water. I'm just two things. Two things that are funny. The hot water pump, literally $110 the last month I saved. So it's been off for I think 2 months total. Because I record stuff and it comes out later. So it must have been the pump and the power venter, the hot wire heater. So it did save me over $100. And number two was I lost it again, but my fish tank. When you said when I ran a copper line to there, and you said like doesn't copper hurt fish, and you put stuff in there so it doesn't hurt, and B, the house line or the line running to your house most likely is copper if you don't live in, hot water tank. God damn it. There you go. That was Junk from Work Stream. Who's Gone and was Justin Dow's idea. Who's Gone off social media. I mean, cold water chiller. There you go. But it worked. It did save me money. I mean, it's a hot water heater. It heats hot water because it's already hot water heater. I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I told you, me again, Dave, that I got lucky in calling it the correct thing that you wanted it called. But it is a tank. And a lot of people don't know that, like, the bottom is not the bottom. It's up here. So, water here. You got to heat that hot water. That's true. I get it, man. I get it. But redundancy is not your thing. That's for sure. But when I ran that copper line to fill up the fish tanks, Raphael said, like, kill your fish. And I'm like, well, fucking, it's copper coming in the house. Like, I mean, that's why you put the stuff in. Please replace anode if you want to maintain. Dude, it's 15 years old, almost 16 years old. That thing has never been replaced. It's at the bottom of the tank. It doesn't matter at this point. Legit does not matter. I could throw a new one in there. That's fine, but like, it's not going to do anything. Two heater, not complicated. There we go. Hell yeah, me again, Dave. It's not going to get me 10 more years. I mean, it's just, at this point, it's flush it out every year. Maintain it. It's already, considering it's from 2009, it's already 5 years past its expiration date with these new water heaters. So, screw it up and pay $1,600 right now, or let it do its thing right now, and maybe, well, as I keep flushing it every year, it should be all right. That's 85 gallons. I have 200 gallons, but I'm going to use the 85 gallon until it dies. How old is it, though? checking. I mean, like my old house, I replaced my hot water tank. It was, let's see, the air conditioner was from 1969. I ran that for 3 years, replaced it because it just died. Hot water tank was probably like 20, 25 years old. And then I replaced that, but then I probably replaced that also 3 years, 4 years in the house. Then I just maintained the next one, flushed it regularly, checked on all the components, and it worked great. So I hate coming behind people where you don't know where their maintenance schedule is or whatever. Here, obviously nothing, but thing's 15 years old, still working. I'm not gonna try and tweak on it. I wanted to, but 1992, just keep running it, brother. That's it. They don't make them how they used to. In my new house, my house now, my furnace is 90% efficiency. I like my 80% because there's more things you can maintain on it, more things you could replace on it. You know, everything nowadays, they make it all hard. $1992. That's awesome. Actually, I'm impressed with that. I'd take a picture and fucking post that shit on social media. Vanguard was 6-year warranty from 1972, I believe. Yeah, mark it with the date well. Hot water tank. There we go. 72, really? That's amazing. So it's been well cared for, apparently. I mean, I will say this. I bought a beautiful home from a guy that apparently was a carpenter or something, but one thing he was not was maintenance savvy, and I am making up for that, So which is fine, that's what I do. That's my jam, but I understand like people just don't get how to do stuff, you know. Um I went to a service call the other day. It was somebody had their power go out and had the washer machine, outlet go bad. GFCI outlet. I went out with a new GFCI, hooked it up, worked perfect, fixed it, but it's on a GFCI breaker, so it's kind of redundant. And if I wasn't doing that, I would just taking a normal outlet out, because I think that's the main issue right there. But I had that same blue circular saw, except cordless. 72 is not bad. Like I said, when I bought my first house, my air conditioner unit was from 69, and we had it running for the first 3 years, and then it just couldn't do it anymore, you know. So I mean, I'd take a 1992 water heater right now in my house, as opposed to 2009. Vanguard. I actually thought I recently saw a Rheem, as advertises Vanguard, like Rheem Vanguard or something. So I believe it. 72. Hell yeah. If it works, it works. My brother-in-law moved into a house with the old cast iron, boiler type, Pittsburgh boiler type Rheem, I think it was. People make them into like fire pits nowadays, but look at this hat. Super clean. Look at that. Patriotic. Good stuff. I feel really bad because Super Clean sent me some stuff to review last probably November, and I finally put out video like last month or two ago on it. It took me a year to get around to it. Felt terrible. I replaced anode and out, but how much shit's laying at the bottom of that? Like, do you know, like, did the people take care of it before you? Is there a lot, like, because mine, yes, I flushed it out, but I guarantee you the anode, all that crap's laying at the bottom, because when I got it 13 years, that stuff's gone, So there's life choices to make. Mine's 15 years old. Yeah, I cleared the junk out of mine, which I do every year. But I mean, if I'm like, I don't have the money to replace a $1,400 to $1,600 water heater right now. So I don't want to be yanking on the nipples so hard where the tank's pulling back on me. I just stopped, like sometimes you just have to use common sense. So I'm not being a wussy boy. I don't have the money to replace it. So if that nipple fucks up, Blue Ryobi is the best, man. I know it's. I'll be honest with you guys. I years ago. How can you use an impact wrench on an anode? Is yours electric or something? Like, am I not realizing? Like, mine is my nipple on the hot water side that goes out to the house. It's not some fucking thing elsewhere. So I have to take that nipple off, which is all fucking fucked up. And I don't know if you guys know the Power Venter hot water tank is, but basically burns at BTUs unknown to man and vents straight out the house. You can't chimney it. So I kind of got screwed there. I can replace it with a tankless, but tankless is just like, you know, a lot of I don't want to get tankless because you could at least work on a tanked water heater. That's all I'm saying. But boys and girls, I use DeWalt now. Who you called up some local plumbers in the area and told them what make and model you have and that you think the anode is stuck. The anode ain't. It's the nipple. It's the nipple. Uh, like I have a buddy that is a master plumber that came out and said, "Don't fuck with it." And as in terms of make, it's from 2009, and it's not a like no one put their name on it. Like that's how hot water tanks are nowadays. They're so freaking embarrassed at how crap they are. That like it's so generic nowadays as opposed to years ago. I'll tell you what though, I'll fucking wrench on that anode if you'll send me $1,800 to fix it if it doesn't go right. Put your money where your mouth is, son. I want to buy another tractor. I do. I had so much fun with that Farmall Cub. Man. Sometimes it's like talking to a brick wall, but that's all right. That is our right. All right, give me a second. Be right back. All right. All right, here we go. PowerFlex. Model number PVG 6240 T42NV. Oh man, Thursday night football. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to go watch that. My aunt has replaced an electric one 15 years ago. An electric water heater? $1992 electric water heater. That's ancient, man. It's good stuff, though, you know? And just for reference, when I was cranking on the nipple, I was literally pulling the whole hot water tank towards me. You know, I don't know what else I could do. I will say this. I am a huge Detroit Lions fan. I like Jared Goff. I like Dan Campbell. And I'd like seeing him win a Super Bowl if the Steelers don't win. That's the implications right there. But I didn't realize that's who's playing Thursday night football. Third, Lions have Jordan Love's a heck of a quarterback. Steelers playing great though. I mean, I'm not a big Tomlin fan in the last few years, but he's kind of proved me wrong this year. So, electric anode rod. They are. They are for sure a Super Bowl team. Oy, 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 oy. Locking your tank in place before you apply tension to it is another big thing. How do you lock a tank in place? I don't live in fucking California where you have to put fucking ropes on it and shit. I have no way to lock it in place. Penetrating oil didn't do shit. Because, like where I live, we have copper pipes. We don't have strapped in hot water tanks like those California houses and stuff, earthquake zones. Yeah, Dan Campbell, fourth down, always going for it. Zaphael, what am I gonna do? Fucking rig up like honestly, it's 15 years old. It's working perfectly fine. Probably lasts another 5, 10, 15 years. As long as I flush it out regularly. I mean, sometimes you have to know, like, if I rig it up to the wall somehow, it's ridiculous. It'd be legit ridiculous to like strap it to the wall because of how the placement of it is, I mean, it's not a bad thought, but um it's just far fetched. If I get used, I mean mine's 40 gallons. In my area, brand new, a 40-gallon power vent is about, I think, $1,400 to $1,600. I could definitely look for like a lightly used one. But like I said, mine's working fine. Cleared it out of all the sediment. Doesn't pop or crackle anymore. Hot water works fine. Up in my master bathroom, the eliminating the pump. The only thing I have to do is run the hot water on a sink for like a minute or two, and then the hot water comes to the shower. But I mean, it's working fine. I am pissed though because originally it was vented out through the roof. Um, but with some of the renovations they did in the house, eliminated that factor. So I can't go back to a traditional 40, 50 gallon hot water tank and vent it through the roof. It'd just be whatever. But I mean, like I said, the thing's working fine. I'm gonna flush it out every year, like I have been, and I don't know. Maybe I'll change out the anna rod on the hot side someday. But like, if a customer asked me to work on this thing, I wouldn't do it. Too much risk, just for myself. Um, and that's how I feel about mine. So, but that is personal preference, right there. Although I do appreciate the input. That power vent just sucks, though. It really does. I mean, it just sucks. Exactly what master plumbers tell you. I'm saying what I think myself. That's my own thoughts. I mean, there's no reason to mess with it if it's working. So that's it. That's all I can do. I expected to get like I wanted to run that sediment buster thing in there, but then as I thought about it, I'm like, I don't. How bad's the bottom of the tank? Like, and then you're just gonna beat something in there. Like you can just stir it up by blasting the water down, letting the sediment stir up, turn the water off, let it settle, flow out. Just keep repeating that, and that's what I did this year, and it got a lot of crap out of there. I'm usually that guy when I have the money to replace it if I screw up. I'm more than happy with taking things apart, but I just it was too hairy for me personally, you know. Somebody else definitely probably could get it, but the main thing is it's working. It's back to normal, and I just have to, you know, stay consistent with it. In my old house, I was able to, I think I replaced the tank 1995. I replaced it in probably like 2012, and I sold that house in 2020, I think. There we go. Let's go Lions. They're a fun team to watch for sure. All right, folks. Hitting 10:30. I'm gonna hit the sack. I got stuff to do tomorrow. I appreciate you guys all joining me. I appreciate all the input. I like having the back and forth for sure. Um, and hopefully I'll hop on here more often. If I don't see you guys or talk to you guys before the holidays, have great holidays, and I'll catch you on the next one I do, which I don't know when it will be, but definitely more videos to come. I have some tool reviews and stuff, so I'm going to be getting back into that. Budget tools, no good stuff, because who cares about good tools? There's plenty on that. We haven't got much snow. We are at about, it's 24 degrees out, and then with the wind chill. Thank you, me again, Dave. I appreciate that $2 holler. We're about 0 degrees here. Definitely, we'll see you guys again soon. I appreciate you guys showing up for this. Always great to talk to everyone, and I gotta get back in the swing of things. It's just been I don't know. It's making the videos and stuff. It's getting harder and harder for me. Just I want to make them interesting and meaningful. So I'm trying not to just put out videos. Um, I don't think that one will come up there, Zaphael, but if it does, I will call you out. All right. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Have a great night. Have a great holidays. If I don't talk to you before then, hopefully I do. But I'll see y'all later. Have a wonderful evening and great weekend too.